All right, guys. Hey, first of all, I want to welcome you on to our webinar. And like I said previously, you could be anywhere in the world, but you decided to be, here with us. And we don't take that for granted. All right. I want to be a good steward of your time. But like I also said before, I don't believe God makes mistakes. I believe that you are here for a reason and you're here for a blessing. I remember, a little over 8 years ago when I retired from the military, somebody sat me down sort of like how you are right now. And they said, hey, you know what? I just have some information I want to show you and I want to talk to you about. And if it's good for you and you like it, you feel like it'll bless you and your family, that's great. If not, I want to thank you for your time. And that's how I feel right now, guys. And so, you know, maybe somebody invited you on here because they said, hey, there's a company out there that is, making a difference, that is making an impact in our communities, through financial literacy. Or maybe somebody invited you on here and said, hey, there's a company out there that you can partner with to make an impact, but also, make extra money. Maybe, you're a single mom on here right now that's tired of dropping your kids off. Maybe you're, that overworked dad, like I was, all right, that just wanted to spend more time with my family, but not just spend more time with my family, wanted to be able to provide, that extraordinary life for them, not just an ordinary life, but also give them that time. Whatever reason you're on here, guys, whatever reason you're invited, we have something for you. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to get started and jump right in to our presentation. All right, guys. So our company, all right, as you guys can see, is United Wealth Education Services. But before I do that, before I go into the company, just a little background on me so we're not complete strangers, okay? You may be looking at him and say, okay, yeah, this guy is here, he's talking, but who is he? And then my name is Dr. Arnold Bogerty, and prior to me becoming an entrepreneur, prior to me becoming a professional in this industry, guys, spent 16 years in the military, 12 in special forces. And if you guys don't know what special forces is, basically I got paid to do bad things to bad people. But unfortunately, when you're in that line of work, sometimes bad things happen to you. My last deployment to Afghanistan, guys, I was shot 3 times in the chest. But how many people here know you can't choose when God sends you your blessing? And God sent me my blessing when I was shot because I met a young lady that completely changed my life. You see, from the outside, looking in, being part of special ops is great. You're top 1% of the military. You get to jump out of planes, carry big guns, play Rambo. I know you people 35 and below don't know who the hell Rambo is, okay? But for us older, millennials, I guess you want to say, we grew up watching Rambo. But tell you the truth, guys, I was broken inside, all right? I never got to see my family. As you can see, that's my beautiful wife, Tiffany, and my 2 boys, Cameron and Christian, AKA Dennis and Menace. But I never got to see them, although my wife and I had been married at the time for a little over 5 years, guys, I never really got to see her. And it wasn't because I didn't love her. It wasn't because I wasn't in love with her. It's because I was always gone. If you can relate to that, if you want to spend more time with your loved ones, but you have to work, you have to spend time with people that you're forced to spend time with, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat. I know, because I know it's not just me. And if you look at my 2 boys, guys, I didn't want to be, that dad that left in the night and came back at night. And I know a lot of people can relate to that. Also, we didn't join the military. I know I didn't join the military, and no one joins the military to get rich. And so there was a lot of time I was robbing Peter to pay Paul. And so I was looking for something, not even knowing that I was really looking for it. And you see, sometimes God sends you a blessing, but it's not packaged the way that we think it's going to be packaged. You see, I thought I was going to retire from the military after 22 years and go work for the FBI or the CIA, but that just wasn't God's plan for me. And I'm so glad that the young lady that sat me down and showed me this industry that she did, because now, all right, I'm able to spend that time with my family. I'm able to be that present dad, that present husband, but I'm also able to provide my family what it is they deserve, not just what they need. So guys, for the next 20, 25 minutes, I'm just going to show you the vehicle that we use, that I use in order to achieve financial freedom. And like I said, if it's for you, great. If it's not for you, we appreciate your time. So our company is United Wealth Education Services, guys. And welcome to UWE. We are a leading financial education company in our industry, guys, providing an array of services that just help people reach their financial goals. That is our objective, okay? And our mission, to help 84 million families across the nation utilize our partner services to improve their financial situation. There are 84 million families, guys. Now we're talking about families, not people. The average family in the United States is 4 people, actually 4.5. I don't know where the hell they get the half a child from. All right, but 4.5. So now we're talking, guys, a little over 160 million adults. And then you add the children that are maybe following in their parents' footsteps. And we don't want that. We don't want people to struggle out there. And so here at UW, we keep it simple, guys. All right, this is how our entire process works. First, you begin your journey with us, and we provide you with the financial help that you need. Second, as you learn the benefit from our services, you refer to services of our partner company, UCES, and you receive compensation for it. That is it. It is that simple. So who is UWE? All right. Who is UCES? Who is our partners? All right. So here we are, guys. For 18 years, our company, all right, has provided one of the leading services in the industry. We have products that are designed, all right, that are designed. And I'm sorry, my computer seems like it's jumping ahead a little bit. All right. Let me go back. But we have products that are designed, okay, to help families. All right, let's see if we caught up. Here we go. We're going to see. All right, perfect. All right. Products that are designed to help families across the country, leading by example as a completely debt-free company with a dedicated and consistent management team over the past 18 years. All right, the management team really hasn't changed over that time. And United Credit Service, we provide a vast array of financial literacy tools and resources, guys, to help people improve their financial lives across the country. Service for the masses, guys. Service to many, as the good book says. All right. So did you know? All right. Here's just a few stats, guys. And these, as you can see, have been cited. This is not Dr. Bogerty just making things up. Okay. You can look them up, once we get done. But 1.4 million people out there. All right. And this number has more than doubled now since 2020, has been a victim of identity theft. I know I have. I know my friends have. Okay. I get friendship requests from Facebook friends, all right, that are already my friends that I know. I mean, people are hijacking everything now. All right, 14.6 trillion American households are reported in debt as of 2021. Guys, we are still going through. Luckily, we're on the other side of it as a pandemic. So do you think debt has increased or decreased? It obviously has increased as well. 64% of Americans are expected to retire with less than $10,000 in their retirement savings account. Guys, that's from yahoo.com. Now, can you retire on $10,000? Absolutely not. And 60% of Americans lack will and estate planning. Tomorrow is not promised to any of us. We want to make sure our affairs in order. And in just one decade, guys, student loan balances has jumped 154%. Now, guys, I'm formally educated. I was blessed to be able to retire from the military and, receive my MBA and my doctorate from USF, the University of South Florida. But this caught me by surprise. 54% of Americans don't even know their credit score. And some people don't want to know their credit score. But guys, that 3-digit number, all right, controls almost every aspect of our lives. I have people call me every day and they say, Dr. Bogerty, I can't even rent an apartment, all right, because my credit is not over a 620. Think about that. They're doing background checks, credit checks, just to rent. And we're not even talking about buying. So can you see how important financial literacy is today? And so here's a little bit of education for you. I'm not going to dive deep into this, but here's how your credit score is calculated. I want you to think as your credit as a huge pizza pie, but not every slice is created equal. Guys, I love pizza. I'm from Jersey. All right. We came back from Chicago a little bit ago. Best pizza in the world. That deep dish is amazing. But guys, like I said, every slice isn't created equal. 35%, that is your payment history. 30%, that is your credit utilization, your DTI. 15% is the length of credit. I remember as a young soldier, I first got my first credit card when I was 19. I thought it was free money, guys. I was swipe, but then I had to pay it back and I didn't have the money to do it. That is very important. So my mom said, hey, cut up that card, close it now. At that time, that was probably great advice. But now me being 42, closing those cards, that hurts my credit. What I want to do is pay them down, get them under 30%, and then use them sparingly. That way I don't lose that length of credit that I got accredited for. Then we have inquiries. A lot of us hear inquiries are the devil. They're not, guys. Anytime you go into a financial institution, they are going to inquire All right, if you are financially stable enough for them to let you borrow money. Okay, but you don't want to use your credit or get inquiries when you have a 500 credit score and you're in a Mercedes dealership. It's not going to happen. And then we have types of credit: installment versus revolving. Now, here's a few examples. I'm going to go. My wife, I see her dealing with this every day. She's a mortgage loan officer. She's great at her job. And I see people trying to buy points down and, all this other stuff. But here's how credit affects, you even purchasing a house. Now, this may be a little bit of an extreme example, but you have a 560 credit score, guys, for that $240,000 house. Okay, that's $2,655 at 12%. Look at how much you're paying over those 30 years. And if you look at the bottom example, a 740, okay, which is we consider A1 credit, that's $1,449. That's almost $1,300 less a month that you're paying for the same house at 4.25%. Now, guys, listen, in this market, nobody's getting 4.25%. Okay, but for this example, that's $413,733, guys. That is a $500,000 savings. Now, can we see why financial literacy is so important? Here's an example that all of us probably can relate to. I know I can, because I got stuck in a vehicle at 24% at one time. All right, a 560 score for a $20,000 car, guys, you're going to pay $15,929. That total interest is $12,730 if you had a 740. So that's why we are preaching to the heavens about financial literacy and taking care of your credit. Now, here's the average family household, guys, and I hope I'm not boring you with stats, but I want to impress upon you, okay, how much everything is needed, okay, how this is needed, in our communities today. You have a mortgage loan, $253,000, okay? If you look between a 540 and a 740, it's a $41,000 savings. Credit cards, personal loans, auto loans, student loans. Everything is made easier and you're saving a lot of money, almost $56,000 if your credit and your finances are in order. Now, here's another thing, budgeting. I remember, if you go talk to a financial advisor like myself, or if you go talk to Big Mama, Grandmama, what's she going to say? Baby, you got a budget. Across all of 2021, it was found that 65% of Americans had no budget in place. Excuse me, guys. So we're wondering where all our money goes because we're not budgeting. We're not taking inventory of what's coming in and what's going out. Savings versus no savings. 1 in 5 Americans didn't save any money in 2021. Now, yes, we went through a pandemic, but that means they didn't save $1 a day. $1 a day. Times are hard out there, but we have to save. Pay yourself 10% every paycheck. Pay yourself first. And then we have credit card debt. The average credit card debt per household with monthly carryover balance, guys, is $14,241. The total of American hitting 787 million. Guys, credit card companies are laughing at us right now. Why? Because we're just swiping. They're saying, hey, we're going to give you 6% back, but you're paying 17% in interest. Oh, we're going to give you rewards. That's cool. All right, but make sure you can afford to pay that credit card back every single month, or you're not going to reap the rewards of having a credit card. We have to know how things work. And the average APR on credit cards, guys, is 17.13%. And retirement crisis, nearly 48 million American households, guys, and I'm getting to the good stuff, but I want you to know why we're so passionate about what it is that we do. But nearly 48% of households headed by someone 55 or older have zero retirement savings. That's why we go to the Chick-fil-A and to the Publix down in here, or Kroger if you're up north, and you go and you see people 65, 70 checking out your groceries where they should be living their golden years with their family. So you might be saying, hey, Dr. Bogerty, this is all cool. What is the solution? The solution, guys, is our #1 proven protection plan. And I like to show it in this view because you get to see the value that we provide our clients. Okay, so maybe you need one, but not the other. Maybe you need 4, okay, but not the other. Whatever it is that you need, our protection plan has you covered. And I'm not going to go into all 12 of the services, but I am going to describe a few, guys. And the first one I want to start is the credit restoration. You see, this is our flagship product. And what sets us apart from the other credit restoration companies. One is personalized service. Two, you get your own interface. Three, we dispute every negative item on your credit report within the first 5 business days of you becoming a client. A lot of the time it's done within the first 24 hours of you becoming a client. 24 hours, guys. Think about that. All 3 credit bureaus, not just one. You will start seeing results in as little as 30 to 45 days. Think about it. We're about to head into 2023. Wouldn't you like to go into 2023 at least with a plan? That way you can reap the benefits, start the business, do whatever it is that you want to do, but maybe your credit's holding you back. We have our credit builder program. It educates you. It's not enough for us to remove negative items. We have to change our habits. Our credit monitoring lets you know exactly what's going on 24 hours, 7 days a week with all 3 credit bureaus. Our net worth, okay, we want to build you up. We want to build that net worth up through education, through investment. And so we're going to show you what is an asset, what is a liability. That way, not only you know, but you can teach it to others as well. And we have our will and trust, all right? And so with our services, guys, okay, you have the option of getting them for free. For free. You refer 5 people to our services, guys. Listen, you pay nothing that next month. I mean, it's amazing. And I'm going to go over the prices as well. But what I really am excited about, okay, is our business funding. You see, it's not just credit restoration, guys. It's not the financial literacy. We are helping businesses. We are helping people, all right, start that business. You will never get rich working for somebody else. I've never seen a rich employee, never seen a rich employee. So entrepreneurship is key. Think about all your friends, family, coworkers, people that you've seen at the barbershop, you know, at the car wash, at the hair salon that want to start their own business, but they just don't know where to get the money. And here are a few stats, okay? Why the small business funding matter. 82% of businesses struggle with cash flow as a barrier to growth. That means they can't scale. I teach my students all the time at USF, guys, listen, if you're going to create a business, it needs to scale or you're going to have a job, not a business. 77% of a business today are declined by traditional banks. Declined by traditional banks. That's why people that may look like me or you, and obviously this isn't, you know, a race-based presentation, but a lot of minority businesses, all right, okay, we are declined, 77% of all Americans. And then 83% of business guys seeking short to medium capital immediately, whether it's payroll, whether it's expansion, whether it's travel. And so UW Business Funding provides access to a large network of financial partners. It's not just banks, guys. It's alternative lenders. It's angel investors. It's people out there with money to lend that want to lend it to you with programs that are specifically tailored to you. We have higher approval rates, a combination of multiple financing of products, and so much more. And so here's our business funding options, guys. And business funding is so important. And you're going to see why once I get to the end, because it adds so much value to what it is that we're able to provide, you know, the average everyday American as well. So as that's the funding options, guys, we take the guesswork out of everything. This is tailored to you. I want to go and I want to tell you something, guys, that you don't know. Business credit and business funding, all right, is not regulated through the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It's not. So if you apply for business funding, okay, whether it's through a bank or whether it's through a lender, they don't have to get back to you. They don't have to tell you why you were declined. There's no laws governing that. We're going to get back to you. We're going to tell you exactly why it is that you were approved, or in the rare instance that you weren't approved, we're going to let you know that as well. That way we can help you get approved and tailor it to you. Technology designed, guys, for efficiency, the process from start to finish. We're with you every step of the way. And we have a competitive advantage, guys, to close more deals, all right? We understand your business, all right? When you look at traditional lenders, guys, it's broad, it's generic. It's a rigid process with no flexibility. We have a flexible process to whereas we can help people. We can help them get started. All right, we can help give them a chance, all right, to achieve the American dream. And that is why I do this. That is why I do this with so much passion, because I know how many people we have helped and the 84 million families that we are going to help, which is our mission and our goal. And if you look at the term loans, guys, and I want you to maybe take a screenshot of that. I'm not going to go through all of it. All right. But if you look at the bank, if you look at what we call near bank, which is some other type of lending, all right, or if you look at what it is that we do, there are certain things that aren't even available to you with banks that we could provide for your business. And here's the process, guys. It's very simple. Okay. It's an application, underwriting, the offer, closing, and you are funded, guys, a lot of the time within 24 hours. And so here's a question, guys. If you want to go ahead and maybe take a screenshot or a picture of that, how long does it take? It could be done as little as 24 hours. What will our business need to provide during the process? Depending on the product, guys, we may require bank statements. All right, we may require proof of revenue, but it's very simple. You might be saying, okay, cool, I hear you. All right, but what are my personal requirements? Well, here it goes, guys. 8 to 10K in monthly revenue, and this is the minimum required, 6 months in business, and a 550 credit score. A 550 credit score. And so we're providing all of this for our clients along with the credit restoration. And you might be saying, okay, Dr. Bogerty, I got this. Okay, what is it that I have to do to get started? What is it that I have to do? What will I be required to do in order to partner with this company or use the services? What you do is simply refer others, guys, to UWE, help them activate their protection plan and focus on areas that they need. We handle the credit restoration. We handle the technology. We handle the paperwork, and we handle the customer service. All you have to do is use the oldest form of marketing that is out there, and that's word of mouth. I just recommended my sister-in-law, all right, to a fellow that I know named Bob to purchase a vehicle. His name is Bob Berger. I've known him for the past 6 years. My sister-in-law said, hey, I need to buy a car. Bob came to my mind. I just referred her to Bob. That's how referral marketing works. People mention business funding. Oh, there's a company out there, UWE. Let me go ahead and give you some information. They can help you get your business funded. Or, hey, I'm suffering with credit. I want to buy a house. I can't afford it. I keep getting denied. Oh, there's a company out there, UWE, that's helping people build their credit. Let me refer you to it. And you might be saying, okay, that's fine, but show me the money. How much compensation will we get paid? Guys, we have one of the most lucrative compensation structures and plans in the industry. And we get paid 6 different ways. Okay, the first, we earn commissions, residuals, and bonuses. Every time someone is referred and they are enrolled into our protection plan, you're going to receive $100 just as a referral. Think about all the people that need our services. Second way we get paid is residually. And this is one of the most powerful. I call this the 9th wonder of the world, okay? If the 8th wonder of the world is compound interest, residual income has to be the 9th. That means you're getting paid over and over again, okay, for work that you've done one time. And then we have customer acquisition bonuses. This is when we bring on partners like yourself, okay, like that single mom, like that overworked dad that was deploying and not seeing their family. We bring them on as partners, okay, and we're able to build a structure to where it's sort of overrides for all of us. That's us working together, and we get paid a bonus for bringing on different partners. We have what's called an infinity bonus, and that's when we collectively, okay, start generating revenue and we move up into the ranks like any other company. And where we want to go is get you to a rank called elite, like yesterday. Okay, or we get you to what's called executive elite, like my good friend Chris Barriner. Okay, she's one of the top agents and the top producers in our company. And so as an elite, she's getting 1%, guys, 1% of $50,000 a month. And Bob, that's as a bonus. Not to mention the 6 figures or more that this young lady makes, you know, just in the first ways that we get paid. So now the company say, hey, we're going to give you a $500 bonus every month. My good friend David Marquez, who called me about this opportunity, he's what's called an executive ambassador. All right, does over $500,000 a month in business. Guys, that's a $10,000 a month bonus, and it just goes up. Why? Because we have the platform. Okay, we have the technology, but more importantly, we fulfill a need that everybody out there can relate to. All right, I had a business mentor of mine. His name was Dr. Miles Monroe. He said, Arnold, don't chase success. Make yourself a person of value, and people will pay for what you have. You see, the market pays for value. And so this is a turnkey business, all right? You get your own personalized website, okay? online back office. You have tax advantages. That could be a whole different presentation I could go into right now about the tax advantages by just having a home-based business. And so now it's decision time. All right. My mom told me, she said, hey, you're the sum of the decisions that you make and the decisions that you don't make. A lot of the time, guys, we don't win and we don't succeed because of inaction. So what interests you? Okay. You could be a casual sharer. That means the person that, hey, you know what? I'm just going to recommend this to people. Just be a casual sharer. You could be a part-time participant. That means, hey, I want to make an extra $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Okay, we can facilitate that and facilitate it in a very, very short amount of time because of the value that we provide. Or you want to be a business builder like myself, like David Marquez, like Chris Barriner, okay, like a Jackie Garcia. And you say, hey, I want to make a full-time income by helping other people make a full-time income and also providing a solution to a problem. And so there's two ways to get started with us, guys. You can get started as a client. And as a client, it's simple. All right, it's $80. All right, as a setup fee, and then it's $89 a month. That is it. $89 a month, and you get access to all the service, and there's no contracts whatsoever. I thought about, hey, when I was paying 23, 24%, was getting turned down for apartments, getting turned down for loans. And now you tell me within a 4 to 6 month span, all right, for $89 a month, now I'm approved. All right, now I'm able to provide my family with what it is that they deserve, not necessarily what it is that they need. Come on, to me, it was a no-brainer, guys. And to people, all right, don't prejudge them because there's so many people out there, all right, that are faking it, but they really need help. The services you can provide. Or you say, hey, Dr. Bogerty, listen, being a client is cool, but I want to partner with you. I want to be able to add the value. All right, you have your own business along with the services. This is not added on, guys, along with the services. $290 and then $89 a month. That is it. You have your own business. Guys, we're going to spend that on accident at Christmas at Walmart. But think about now you have a turnkey business. What if David Marquez said no? He would have said no to what's generating now a $6 million business. What if I would have said no? What's generating well over $3 million yearly annual business? What if Chris Barriner would have said no? Was generating over $600 to $1 million in business right now, all for a $290 investment. To us, it was a no-brainer. But then we have what's called the power of five. All right, we show you, we have a system. Save yourself time, energy, and money, guys. Systems is what make businesses run and help businesses win. That's why you've never seen the McDonald's go out of business, because they have a system. Not only a system in this country, but it works in other countries as well. Anytime you have systems in place, all you do is plug the person in, they follow the system, and they win. And so we have what's called the power of five, where we go ahead and we waive that $89 fee. And so now you've made $100 every client, every agent that you bought on as a new agent. You've made $500, so you got all of your money back, and now your services are free. And so, guys, here are some of our top agents and what they say. Mr. Alfred Nixon, 30 years old. All right, been with our company 7 years. He is the highest income earner in our company. Multi-millionaire under 30, guys. It's nothing really special about Alfred. He just got started before us, and he said, hey, I'm going to do this business. He believed in himself. Tony Camilleri, who I know really well, businessman out there in Detroit, owns restaurants, okay? He's part of EXP, guys. Listen, he does other things, but he saw the value that this provided when he got started, multiple six-figure earner. All right, and then you have Miss Giselle Belarzo, all right, Miami, guys, she's a realtor. All right, think about the value that can provide them. So our start now, guys. Take care of your future. We are in all 50 states, Guam, Puerto Rico, anywhere there's a military base, and we can connect. Now, I want you guys to go ahead and connect with the person that shared this with you. And in closing, guys, the reason why I got started, okay, is because tomorrow isn't promised. It's not promised. Now, I told you I got shot in Afghanistan, and that was a wake-up call. But guys, a year ago, not even a year ago, this January, I was diagnosed, with vocal cord cancer. I could not speak. I could not do what I loved. No one in my family ever had cancer. I was the first one. I work out every day. Okay, I eat right. You see, tomorrow is not promised. If God took you away right now, is your family set? Have you done everything possibly in your power to provide them with the life that they deserve? That answer was no for me. And I knew if I kept doing that, I wouldn't be able to do that. And I didn't want to fail as a father, a husband, a provider. But I knew if I kept in that hamster wheel and I kept doing what I did every day, I was going to get the same thing that I got the day before. And so that's why I got started in this industry 8 years ago. And since then, I have never worked a job. And I'm not bashing jobs, guys. We should all support our families and work with the two hands and the brain that God gave us. But a lot of time there's a better way, a smarter way. That way we can give our time to the people that deserve it. All right. That deserve it, not the people that we're forced to give it to. Now, I can't promise you you're going to be a millionaire. I can't. That would be unethical. But what I can promise you here is you're going to be happier. You're going to be around a group of people that are going to support you, that are going to congratulate you. They're going to help you every step of the way. And you have the ability to make a difference, guys. And that's all we want in life, guys, to be able to give our family what they deserve and make a difference in somebody else's life. So I appreciate you joining. I appreciate the time that you spent with me. Hopefully, I was able to provide value for you. Get back with the person. Let them know, hey, I'm ready to get started, all right? I may not understand everything, but I'm not going to let inaction. I'm not going to let, me not understanding stop me from acting, because I know that I can impact a lot of people. So I appreciate you guys. I am going to unmute the lines. Go ahead and show a brother some love. And you guys enjoy the rest of your night. And hopefully, guys, I will see you at the top, not from the top. God bless each and every last one of you. Have a great, great night.
Awesome job, boss man.
Good job. Awesome job.
Good night, guys. Good night. Good night.